You know, the dating scene has always been tricky. Swipe left, swipe right. Sometimes you don't even know which direction to go. But imagine a time when catfishing involved not a surprise appearance on an online date but rather a genuine, biblical plot twist. Welcome to Genesis chapter 20. Today, we're diving deep into a story that proves even our patriarchs had their moments of relationship drama. If you ever felt like your love life was complicated, wait till you hear about Abraham and Sarah's escapades in Gerar. So, buckle up, and let's unroll this ancient scroll. Let's start with a reading of Genesis chapter 20 from the New International Version.
Now Abraham moved on from there into the region of the Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur. For a while he stayed in Gerar, and there Abraham said of his wife Sarah, "She is my sister." Then Abimelech king of Gerar sent for Sarah and took her. But God came to Abimelech in a dream one night and said to him, "You are as good as dead because of the woman you have taken. She is a married woman." Now Abimelech had not gone near her, so he said, "Lord, will you destroy an innocent nation? Did he not say to me, 'She is my sister'? And didn't she also say, 'He is my brother'? I have done this with a clear conscience and clean hands." Then God said to him in the dream, "Yes, I know you did this with a clear conscience, and so I have kept you from sinning against me. That is why I did not let you touch her. Now return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you and you will live. But if you do not return her, you may be sure that you and all who belong to you will die." Early the next morning Abimelech summoned all his officials, and when he told them all that had happened, they were very much afraid. Then Abimelech called Abraham in and said, "What have you done to us? How have I wronged you that you have brought such great guilt upon me and my kingdom? You have done things to me that should never be done." And Abimelech asked Abraham, "What was your reason for doing this?" Abraham replied, "I said to myself, 'There is surely no fear of God in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she really is my sister, the daughter of my father though not of my mother, and she became my wife. And when God had me wander from my father's household, I said to her, "This is how you can show your love to me. Everywhere we go, say of me, 'He is my brother.'" Then Abimelech brought sheep and cattle and male and female slaves and gave them to Abraham, and he returned Sarah his wife to him. And Abimelech said, "My land is before you. Live wherever you like." To Sarah he said, "I am giving your brother 1,000 shekels of silver. This is to cover the offense against you before all who are with you. You are completely vindicated." Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, his wife and his female slaves so they could have children again, for the Lord had kept all the women in Abimelech's household from conceiving because of Abraham's wife Sarah. This concludes the reading.
Abraham moves to Gerar and, fearing for his life, he tells everyone that Sarah is his sister. Sounds familiar, right? It's like when you tell people your embarrassing cousin is just a family friend at social gatherings. Now, King Abimelech, hearing that Sarah was unmarried, takes her into his palace. Can we blame him? Beauty standards might have evolved, but beauty itself? Timeless. It's like seeing a brand new iPhone model and wanting to snag it right away, not knowing someone else already called dibs. God then slides into Abimelech's dream DMs, warning him about Sarah being a married woman. Abimelech's reaction was probably something like, "Whoa, God. You couldn't have given me a heads up before I swiped right?" Abimelech confronts Abraham, who gives a half-truth, mentioning that Sarah is indeed his half-sister. It's like finding out that exclusive limited edition sneaker you bought online isn't exactly brand new, but barely used. You'd want a refund, right? Abimelech, in this case, goes above and beyond, returning Sarah and giving Abraham livestock, silver, and land. Best refund ever. Abimelech addresses Sarah, telling her he's given Abraham 1,000 silver coins as a sign of her innocence. This is ancient humor at its finest, y'all. Sarah's probably thinking, "So, you take me into your palace without asking, and now you're paying my husband for my inconvenience? You do you, Abimelech." Abraham prays, and God heals Abimelech's household. It's a reminder that sometimes, despite our goof-ups, a little intervention and forgiveness can set things right. Like when you accidentally delete your friend's favorite playlist, but then find it in the cloud. Divine intervention? Maybe. Genesis chapter 20 might have been written centuries ago, but its stories resonate even today. Whether it's mix-ups in our love lives, the need for open communication, or the grace of second chances, the tales of Abraham, Sarah, and Abimelech aren't just ancient history. They're reflections of our very human journey. So next time you're swiping left or right, remember, even biblical figures had their fair share of relationship hiccups. Stay honest, keep your humor, and may your love life be ever as entertaining as a chapter from Genesis. Cheers to our age-old love sagas.